My name is Aldo Sordelli. I was born in Caracas, Venezuela, and I grew up in Houston, Texas. How did I get here to Dallas, Texas? So I was born in Caracas, Venezuela in 1993. My parents were born there, and a couple years in, they were dental students in Caracas, and they got a student visa lottery to come study here in the States, in Indianapolis. So we immigrated to Indianapolis in 1995, 1996, with the intent to go back to Venezuela. So they did their school 3 years, all the way in through 1999. My dad went into fellowship at Penn State in Pennsylvania. We lived in New Jersey. And at the time, Hugo Chavez became elected president of Venezuela. And my father at the time decided hey, we should probably not go back. We should probably stay in the States because of that political situation. So we moved to Houston, Texas, where I grew up. And now I'm in Dallas, Texas because of work. My family's still in Houston, and that is how I am here today.
Well, many people would have woken up to the news today, notifications on their phone, but few people would have as strong a reaction as you.
Absolutely. I woke up today, and the first thing I did was call my grandmother. I called her. I'm like, hey, what's going on? And she lives in Caracas. She told me that one of her windows was blown out. She woke up at around 1:30 a.m. this morning in Caracas to her window being destroyed, all the doors in her house being blasted open from a pressure wave. And she just stayed awake since then. And I was like, how are you feeling? She's ecstatic about it. Obviously, the bombs were a shock to her, and in her neighborhood, a roof collapsed and a couple other damage happens. But outside of that, she's fine, she's healthy. But she and many others in my family are now out in the streets in Venezuela, just supporting what occurred last night.
Wow. I mean, that had to really hit close to home. Were you scared for her?
No, I was not, because when I first checked the news, I saw the extent of what had occurred. It seemed like precision bombing and precision attacks. And, it's my grandmother. She's not in a government building. So I was not at all concerned about her or anybody in my family.
What was your reaction more broadly? What does this mean for Venezuelans?
I've been waiting for this for decades. I grew up going to Venezuela every summer. I haven't been able to be back since 2013. In fact, the last time I was there, we took my baby sister to Venezuela to get baptized in Venezuela in the Catholic Church. And on the way back, my brother and I had to cover her with our bodies in case of drive-by shootings because of how dangerous it was. And it was just not a safe place. The crime had gone rampant, and we just have not been able to go back. Because of my passport saying I was born there, I'm physically not allowed to go to Venezuela, because if I go there in a US passport, I cannot leave without a Venezuelan passport. So it would be like me entering myself as a hostage to the Venezuelan government. So I haven't been able to go back in 10 years. And I am so hopeful that I have a 14-month-old son who's behind us right here. And I'm so hopeful that my grandmother will be able to meet her great-grandson now. This is a great thing for us, that we might have freedom to go to and from the country I was born in. It's a beautiful country with beautiful people, and it's just really sad.
For those who may not be familiar with the current, with the Maduro government and the Chavez government, what the folks that oppose this government, what are their chief complaints? What are their chief criticisms? What
the Chavista regime did was control the media, control the state, control the populace. So they had extrajudicial killings for any protesters. They repressed any form of opposition. They did not allow any form of government to oppose them. Nobody in Venezuela has been allowed to speak freely about what's been going on. So there's been a lack of freedom, a lack of opportunity. The government in charge has been stealing from the country itself. So there's absolutely no economic benefit to being there. It's the largest diaspora in the world. 12 million Venezuelans. There's only 30 million people in the country. 12 million is a third of the country has left due to that regime. It's a very horrific scenario that has occurred, and I am hoping that this change will allow some of us to be able to return, to be able to visit, to be able to establish roots for my son to see where he's from. I'm very hopeful. I'm hopeful that in the next couple of years, I'm gonna be able to go to Los Roques with my son, or El Salto Ángel, or to Playa Azul in Venezuela. I'm hopeful to go see the beauty that is Venezuela, because it is one of the most beautiful countries in the world, and it could be a tourism mecca if it could be safe and open to the West. And I cannot wait to take my family there once it's safe.